Alright, welcome back to Map Gaming. We are on our Quadorama map, trying to figure things out, getting some water, all that good stuff. We are in a good tide. We have water, we're planting some trees, getting that going. I did come over here and did kind of readjust like some things and making sure that we're getting the appropriate allocations to where we need them to be. What might be beneficial is if we path out this, kind of like this, and then delete all of this, just for the time being. And then get rid of that, and then we can come over here. No, we don't need that. We need this. And then maybe some planks. And then I'm just gonna path that up like that. So my idea is hopefully we can, one, get planks going. Obviously that's kind of a far-fetched idea because we need trees and all that other stuff, and that's going to be coming from this guy over here. If I decided to, I could probably path this out, put a forester right here. And then put that at a higher priority. Because with how many trees we got going here, it would probably be in our best interest to get those going. And all of that. We can speed this up just a little bit so that we're actually doing something and we're able to kind of control what we need. But yeah, we've started reaching out, basically getting as much loggage as we possibly can. Obviously, that means we're traveling super duper far to make sure that we get all of that. Now, what we can do is we can come over here, get these, because we might as well, like I said, we might as well go on a foraging expedition and try to get as much as humanly possible. We have those marked, so when these guys come, for the most part, they can do this. We do have a drought coming, so these guys are going to be less important just because we don't have anything for them to run on minus that, so not going to be important to get those going. But because we do have this over here, we do have some gears, some planks, and all of that, and we do have a buttload of power coming in that we can then add to. And we'll probably, just so I remember to put this on, we'll do this and then find our power, and then we can connect it to that, which would then connect everything together. And like I said, that's not necessarily on our priority list of getting things accomplished. We do have District 2 being built. I do want this built because getting these guys planted and all of that stuff would be helpful. Oh man. And then I did place these up as, oh yes, I almost forgot. Excuse me. So to protect runoff and everybody from getting bad tided up, I am placing this protective thing here so that when bad tide comes, we can, there we go. I'm gonna raise this up. One, so we can have more up there just in case. It's not going to be much, but I mean, in an emergency, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it will help us out in a pinch. So, and then we can work on building this during that drought. Hopefully we can get most of our water filled up. I would like that to be a thing, as our water does some weird stuff. Food we're doing pretty good on, I will say that. Carrots we got enough, potatoes we got enough, and we are those are cooked potatoes, those are carrots. That's the second carrot one, I believe. Is that the second one? No, we got some smaller ones down here, and then we got potatoes. Okay. So we got a couple of different things moving and grooving all over the place. And this is mainly why we have such a big work deficit thing going on, because we have a bunch of different beavers, or our main deficits right here. So making sure we're taking care of that. Oh, I did delete this big one right here because I was like, you know what? I don't know if it would be important to have this. I kind of want to see what it looks like when we get this green. So I did come and place these at a little bit of a higher priority. Not priority, but to get those built. And then we can fill up both of these sides, hopefully get this a little greener, and then maybe move a farm up here and kind of focus up there. And then that will give us maybe some of this land back, because then I can move these two farms up here. That'll give us more room. We can have more pumpers, maybe more water being stored down here, because this is pretty much right now our only way of getting water. Now let's high prioritize those, and then we can pause you. And at this current point in time, do we have logs in here? No. All right, so let's delete these, considering we don't need them anymore. And then I want to make sure, yep, we're good there and good there. So let's delete these as well. And then once logs come out of this, then we're good there, and then they can start collecting these, and then we'll be good on that aspect. And then moving over here, we'll get stuff built. Do we even have a beaver in there? Yes, we do. And you're planting. So this is going to be good on two fronts. One, because in our spillage map, birch trees are definitely useful, and they are coming in very handy for us. So I don't want to mess with that too much. And I want to make sure that we have those available for, you know, future usage and all of that stuff, because yeah, I think we discussed this in the last episode. I don't know. I've discussed it in an episode of the birch. You know, in 7 days we get one log, and we still haven't gotten a log from there. But by the time this one becomes a log, we will have, in 30 days, we will have almost gotten the same amount of log out of one oak. So if we have the same oak trees as birch trees, it kind of equals out almost. So anyways, that just being said, I want to make sure that we're getting our trees grown, all that other stuff. Obviously the water down here will play a factor into like some of this being green, and we'll just kind of see where this goes. But most of this should stay green, even if we have this. And that's kind of just the general idea of to keep this green so we can get logs. We have a small little patch right here, and I mean, it's not like we're needing a whole lot of logs, because at this current point in time we're doing pretty good on growing, or being able to facilitate our logs. It's just, yeah. So we got 2 planks, 2 things of that. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to do another one right here and make this planks as well. Come into pathway and then do that, and then I probably might as well do this, and then we will make this gears, just so that those are constantly growing. We do have a lot of logs, but like I said, I do want to be able to have gears available when we need them. and we don't run into any problems of any kind of other nature. You know what I'm saying? So, and we are getting close to you guys not needing anything, and I'm actually going to put one right there. And how far does that reach? That actually does a really good job of reaching as far as I want it to. Did we use all these? Yes. So let's get rid of him, and we should... Nope, you're not done yet. You still have logs. Let's up this guy. And then we'll get rid of one of these guys. He reaches farther, so we'll get rid of him. That'll be fine. Place this at high priority. Now we need to pause. And we have a buttload of water, so we shouldn't be needing a whole lot, but we do have it on the off chance that we do. Like, we do have all of this, and hopefully we get the chance to kind of do what we need to do. And this is going to be a great... We got 10 days. This is going to give us an idea of how long this is going to last. When we go through a tie, because we don't have any pumps over here, and I don't expect us ever to have pumps over here, so that'll be a good, this will be a good little test to see kind of how this all deals with it. And then I'm hoping that we can get some more of this stuff going, because that would be exceedingly beneficial. Do I have these? Yes, I do. Excuse me. Alright, we got him, and I'm going to... Yes, we did pause you. You got 6 logs. Alright, good deal. And there's really no good way to kind of connect these. Obviously, having it come this way would probably be the fastest way, but we already have this kind of built and in all of its glory. So I'm kind of leaning with, yeah, you're taking a huge walk, and I get it, it sucks, you're unhappy, but at the same time, like, just cut the trees down. Once all these trees are gone, we have cleaned the map up, and then we can come home and then start trying to focus on other builds and other situations that we have going on here. But a 10-day drought is really... It's really light for cycle 9. We're definitely going to start getting into a point of it not being as comical as we would like. You know what? We are going to delete this, because, I mean, it's not even built, but we're going to add this. And then that way, at least, I really wish, okay, so I feel like we should be able to run all of this off of that. And on the small chance that we're not, then... I'll build these things right here, and then we'll kind of start forcing the water into that kind of general pool, but hopefully we don't need that. Alright, we have we have a buttload of water. There's really no good other place to put that. Like, we'd have to get rid of this, repath this out to put some right there. And the same with this, is like, I need either 2 squares right here, or I need 2 squares right here. Let's just do that. I mean, these are almost done anyway. So we'll do that, and then we have room to put... Excuse me. Sorry, I'm dealing with sickness here. once this grows up, we're almost there. We're probably halfway there. And then, yeah, we're building this, which is good. I'm happy about that. That'll give us kind of some indication on what we need to do or what we still have left to do. Like I said, if we can get this kind of framework going, then we can duplicate everything else. And my goal would be to then put something right here, so then it forces everything off the map, because that's, like I said, if we can protect this area, then we're doing good. And then if we need to, I'm okay with like kind of making this a smaller sliver. We'd probably have to get rid of these trees, but I don't even think this guy reaches it anyway. Oh, he does. But we can get rid of this one tree. I probably have to be in the tree thing right here. And I understand making another one, but if we do it slowly enough, we should be all right. And then, yeah, just put some floodgates here. What are they? Right here. Some sluices, because we don't need a throttle valve. We're not trying to boost the pressure up, but just, yeah, kind of duplicate what we did over here. And it's more or less, like I said, it doesn't need to be big or anything, just because guess what? We're going to be feeding water from like this. I just need water to last long enough to where these trees don't die, you know? Like, that's the key thing in all of this, is I don't need the trees dying before we, you know, get to the end here. All right, and then we can pause you. And then you guys should be good enough to, one, clear all this out. We'll probably have to reposition you to get down there. But in all eventuality, we should be done at this point. You don't have any more. And then you have 8. Oh boy, oh boy. And I did check this time, so we don't have to worry. My mic is working. So good for us, right? But anyway, this is, I wonder how they did this. I mean, obviously I'm not saying it was that complicated, but like, you take a corner and just paint this, and then move over here, split it, repaint it, split it, repaint it. I mean, like I said, this map's difficult alone when it's just this one little tiny square. I did want to play it, but my problem is there's a couple of guys that I watched that I didn't want to play it at the same time they were playing it, because like I want to make my own ideas, you know? Like, I don't want to take ideas. I want to play this my way, with obviously your guys' help, but you know, I still want to play this my way and get what I want, build it how I want to do, without having like, oh, he did it this way, so let me try doing it let me try doing it that way too. No, I want to build it my own way, and I want to do it my own way, or our own way, because like I said, you guys put comments in the comment section or whatever of like, hey, you should add this, or you should do this. I'm definitely going to do it. Why? Because you put it in the comments, you know? It's our idea. This is our build. So that's the way I feel about that, in case that was unclear. This line's more for protection, just in case like it flows over or whatever. We might have to do, you know what? I'm just going to do this for, should I do one for protection? Just in case, like, that's kind of what I'm worried about, is like if the water exceeds this and then it'll start flowing over here, and then it just kind of flows every which direction. At this point, kind of scared myself. I'm just going to put this there. Obviously, they can get through it, but if we get this built, then I'll feel better about how, because then it'll spill over this way, and then it has no choice but to go this way, and then we'll deal with that and after the bad tide comes and goes. Oh, do we have medical beds? I think we have medical beds. We do have medical beds. If we built the medical beds is the question. Let's get those a little bit higher priority so we can get at least one of the injured beavers, you know, feeling better. Got a little happy with the escape button there. Logs are definitely looking a little bleak. Do we have it? Yep, we have you. It's probably nighttime. Everybody's settling in for the night. I do like the way this looks. I mean, it kind of sucks because even if we use like TNT or like the digging crew thing, like the tunnel making thing, that would be a platform, obviously. And then we couldn't platform in to kind of do the same thing here, even like on any of them, which I mean is what it is. But it's one of those things that you notice as you're playing the game. You're like, man, that would have been really cool to do. Oh man, look at all that. It's all coming over. Did we get these built? No, we didn't. That would definitely help improve some of what we need. What are you doing? Do we need like another log thing? Cause oh no, we'll just put as accepting goods. Cause at this point I'm like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing with you. I mean, it might be beneficial just to come over here, exit that one out. Where's that one at? Oh, that one's the worst one. Alright. Yeah, that one's a little bit closer to actually growing up. But yeah, so I'm going to put another storage of logs right here once that tree's cut down so that then he can actually move, like, and then we can, if we need to, we can move logs wherever we need to go, and that will work out a little bit better. I want to know what you guys are worried. Okay, you guys are up here building. That is fine. I totally forgot about that. I shouldn't have forgotten about that, but I did. And that's okay because guess what? Things happen. Alright, so we'll build this. That'll allow us to at least block this off if need be. Obviously, we have to complete the build. And once they're done building these three, then we can close this one up because there's really nothing left we can do. And then we will start building over here and getting this one kind of set up, because at this point in time, we need to just make sure, one, water flows this way. We need to stop it from flowing this way. And then also catch it and make it kind of flow downward. So, we're not going to put it there. I feel like right here would be fine. Yeah, that'll work. At this point in time, it's like, okay, do I put another woodcutter over here? Because having this, I mean, there's a different way of playing this game. I will let you know that right now. I am going to go to storage, and we are going to put that there because once this starts getting into effect. Okay, we do have tree. We have whatever. All right, and then I'm just going to pause right there. And we are going to set this whole place to cut. And then get that going. Because guess what? We need it. And then put logs there because, well, it'll be easier just to ship all this stuff there. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. How's this going? Alright, well, we got that one. 20 logs. We're kind of struggling on that. But it is what this game is all about. And you're able to get everything. You're able to get everything. All trees are going to be cut down. You're able to plant everything, which is nice. And we might need to start thinking about housing. It's cute, it's cuddly, it works. All right, we've drinking a little over 300 water. Slowly but surely getting rid of all of this junk. Hold on, don't cancel demolishment. Yep, that's the only annoying part. Is I don't think that should be. I think the stairs that are on the game should be, or the slides, whatever they are, should be technically counted as like building pieces, so demolishing buildings instead of marked resource for, you know, whatever. You get what I'm saying. Maybe, maybe not. I'm just saying. Alright, so we got this side, the death side, fully funded, capable, and all of that jazz, which is going to look phenomenal and everything. And we are going to slowly but surely, hopefully, do something interesting with that. And the water is kind of failing me, so... Hold on. Wait. If it's... Yeah, I don't know. Who knows what's happening here. But yeah, we'll set this up like that. And then, oh, if I turn it on, then it will go back up to... That should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. I think that'll work out. Alright, how are we doing up here? Not bad. I can honestly say we aren't doing a bad job at this current point in time. And then we're pretty much, oh, we got 10 more logs that we need from that. But we're coming down to the wire of a 10-day drought might be a little bit extreme for us on this. So we might need a little bit of storage to some degree to be able to hold all of this. Or just be okay that we won't have trees growing or being funded in that way. So it is one way or another. It looks like everything is built, so I can get rid of this. I'm gonna leave the stairs just in case, you never know. Get that going. And then we'll place that there. Oh, we need, I don't need that much. Holy cow, I do not need that much. Alright, yeah, we're fine with that. Yep, that'll do it, pig. Actually, we are going to go lower priority on those, get this built, so no beavers get trapped, and then we'll figure everything else out. Yep, I like it. It works, it's functioning, and it's beautiful. It might be time to place 2 of these at a little bit of a higher priority so we can get just a smidgen more population. That would be, I feel like, a little bit helpful to me, because right now we're kind of sitting at a 3 beaver deficit, which, I mean, isn't necessarily the worst thing that can happen, but we're definitely going to be pulling them away after this 2-day drought. So it kind of needs to be addressed in some degree that we need these built. Do we have, yeah, I mean, we have the planks for it. We are making planks. Maybe medium prioritize that so like people actually drop off their booty right here, their bounty, whatever. But we get 4 more logs, that'll be built. We'll be able to add a little bit of surplus to our number, and hopefully our number then can bounce back and we will be in much better terms and what have yous. And I wonder if they're not building this because my genius level brain was like, yo, we aren't going to connect that. If that's the case, then wow. Wow, oh wow, oh wow. Alright, what's crazy is this water has not run out. Like, there's not a lot in there, but it's not running out yet. Oh, a little water droplet. But we have almost 500 things of water. Yeah, that's not run out yet, and we've had to fill this up like once. I mean, that's not too terribly bad. There we go. Kind of top this sucker off just a little bit. Oop, maybe too much a bit. I mean, it wouldn't be bad if we had stuff over here, but the fact that, you know, we just kind of drained a little bit of water that we did no longer need. Or that we do need, but like, you get what I'm saying. Hopefully. Alright, how are we doing over here with the trees? Not bad. I had to kind of expect a little bit more, but I mean, beggars can't be choosers. I need to make sure that we are cutting everything down, because for right now, I don't know why we're not cutting down the birch. Alright. How are we doing? Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. One day. One day. How this is hanging on, I do not know. That is crazy sauce, though. You moron. Moron. Like, WTF, dude. Man. I prioritize that. Actually, we're just gonna do this. The amount of stupidity here is unrecognizable. Just... You can't make this stuff up. That's my point. Is like, you cannot make this stuff up. Like... Who does that? Now I have to expend extra resources because you guys couldn't just build over here. And then for whatever stupid idea, you're like, this is a genius idea. Gosh, morons. Yeah, I would only go one at a time because you guys are special level, you know, like dumb comes in many colors and right now it's brown. Oh, we ran out of water. No more agua, and it was probably around a day, which in all honesty isn't really that bad of a sign. Like, if we can last a 10-day drought, like we should be in an alright spot. Yeah, if we can get this built, this over here built, obviously it's going to flow through the top part, but if we can get it up to here roughly and then it just flow through the top right here, then we're in really good shape as far as like the amount of water that we can hold. At least that's my thought process anyway. I could be wrong, but you know, shoot. And then now we have, everybody has a job. And you have a baby, and you have a baby, and you two are both old, so yay for old people. And then, oh, we have this thing all the way up. Oh, how, man? That was a lot of water. We lost pretty much a cube of water. And then, once this starts flowing, like it is right now, keep coming, keep coming. Ooh, we can use fast keys. And then it flows out. And then we hit you, and then it goes bing all the way to the top. I love it. And let's get some of our water beavers back into the workplace. Obviously, they need it. It's going to hurt us with the amount of people we got going on, but I mean, it'll be okay. It'll buff itself out. Yeah, do not get caught right there. You guys are known for making dumb decisions, and that would definitely be one of them. See, and it hasn't even started flowing up over here. That's crazy. And then there it goes. And then all that will push that back, and that'll be nice. We can work. Oh, dear Lord. Fix yourself. Right meow. Fix yourself, right meow. We are not doing with that. Hey. Hey. This has been a certified area of you being able to flow out, not give us too much, not give us too little, all of that fun jazz. So there should be no reason that we're having over surge problems. But apparently we're going to have them over here, which is a new one. Just takes it a minute. It's got to act up. It's throwing a fit. It's like, you drank how much water? Alright, we can delete this. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to come in here like that. And then we're going to place this like that. And then that'll look beautiful. And then we can come in like this. And then they can start building this up right here. Because once we get this one up, I don't know how far that water would go if we close that up, but I need these 4 built first. You guys are not very good at your job. Or maybe I'm not very good at my job. Who knows? We'll lean to the second one. Second one's probably more plausible. Okay, do not get stuck over here. I will not. Actually, I have to rescue you because our beaver population's so slow and so small and so minute that like it begs to be rescued because there's no really other option. I don't have the ability to not rescue my fellow beaver people. And there we go. Nice and clean, looks pretty. Did I tell them to focus on a single wood? I didn't. Oh boy. This is what happens when you start building big and you start having these issues of like, okay, what are we building now? I know this sucks, but like I gotta get certain things going so I can then be prepared for other builds and kind of moving. But the only way you can get there is you can get there, and it takes a minute, but we gotta move slowly. Our water does not look like it's going up. We have 32 beavers. And it just doesn't look like you guys are doing enough to like help me out here. Okay, okay, I see them pumping now. Alright. Alright. Because this is not a good sign, sir. Especially when we had about, what was that? 5 is 9, 6. When we had about 600 more. Like, we were at 1.2. We were almost full. So you guys need to get on your high horse and start figuring some life questions out, because this is unacceptable. All I can hope for is we can have a good tide or a drought at least, because this ain't gonna cut it, son. Not gonna cut it. If it does end up being a bad tide, it's going to be all hands on deck to finish this, and then all hands on deck to finish this. Like, we will put high priority on that and that alone, and nobody will be touching jack. We will only be dealing in serious questions at that point. Alright, we went up 200. That's acceptable. Look at that. We probably need to do something about this, because this looks like this thing's got like pimples and kind of some boils and all this weird junk going on over here. So we need to fix that. Now, doesn't that look so much better? That looks way better. I like the way that looks. Clean, precision, and one. Oh, don't do that. There we go. That looks so much better. I love how, like, that just looks clean. It looks clean. I like it. It will be nice and effective now. Now it won't bother me, at least mentally. But down here is going to bother me because that just looks like even worse pimples, and we need to fix that. Cancel demolition. Way better. Way better. Nothing to delete in there. Way better. Thank you. Yep, I like the new delete button, because now they don't go in there and try to cut everything out unless it was like a live tree, like I wanted to delete that tree for whatever reason. Then they'd go down and cut it, but because it's not a live tree, it doesn't matter. Oh boy. Maybe I need to put this at like 4 times speed. 4 times speed. There we go. So now we're moving a little bit faster. And the only reason why we're moving a little bit faster is because I want to get something accomplished right now. I feel like we got 1, 2. I put that at low priority. 3. Actually, I don't even think that's a low priority. I think that's at the same. Yep. So 1, 2. We got 4. This does not count because this will be an ongoing project. This is one solid project, or you can go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you got 9, 10, 11. So we got a lot of projects, and obviously we can't have them close to home and around the corner, so we have to have them way over here and way down there and way over there. And obviously if I go and build this, and then I start building this, they're wanting to finish this before they do this. And then I place this after I place that. So then you get the idea. Is that's how they're going to take care of buildings. And the only time that they'll pause is like hypothetically we had the gear, or we had the planks, we had the gears, and then we went to go put the scrap metal in and we didn't have scrap metal, then they would stop building that because obviously they don't have a resource to then use to build this whatever thing. But knowing we have a drought makes me super happy, because that just means that this is going to be very simplistic and easy, because now we just have to make sure that we can cut all of this down, which we can. And I'm just going to come right here. And then we can place 2 of you with high priority buildings right there. And then once that's done, you're gone. Once that's built, then we will delete these 3 or pause these 3, because then these guys can get down here to the rest of it, and that will be muy bien. So we'll pause you. You got 18 logs, that's fine. Then you can come work down here, and then we'll pause you. And then you also have 18 logs. So now you guys are able to reach down a little bit further. I bet you anything those beavers are skinny. Can you imagine going, hey, I'm going to walk to work all the way over here. Oh, even further, all the way over here. And then go all the way back. And you can probably look up and be like, hey, Bob's over here in the tree tower. His name's not Bob, but you get the idea. I wonder if this is going to help them cut more trees down, because at some point we're going to have a buttload. Like, see, this is where the birch aren't effective, because guess what? We have yet to cut down one of these birch, and the oaks are like 50%. So like 1 log, 8 logs. That's where you get your benefit from, is in that kind of standoff. But I will say this, birch do come in clutch on occasion, and that occasion is sometimes all you need. Alright, so now we can place these at a medium priority. And I will then put... Okay, so... Whoop, hold on. We're going to delete this. And then I'm going to put one of these right here. Medium priority. And yep, you got it. And oh, 13 days. All right. How much more? Okay, so we bounced back. We did a good job. Good job, crew. Good job. Alright, so we have 3 extra days that we did not have last time, and that should be okay. I mean, we had 8 days to prepare for this, so like it wasn't something out of the blue, and the food situation hasn't really changed all that much. I mean, if we could get more sunflower seeds, that'd be fantastic, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, and I'm okay with that. So I don't think we'll ever get any oaks this time around. We might get a few of them, which would definitely help boost production. And then because we got a little bit of stuff up here, depending on how fast this kind of dissipates, we might be able to drop this down and then help them kind of last the last couple of days, theoretically. And then we'll get this built. We should be almost done at this point. Alright, you can be paused. Yes. Go find another job. We got 6 beavers that need jobs. Alright, at this current point in time, you're asking for it. So let's come over here. Do that again. Pathway. And then come up here, and then we will add... No. 2 of you. And then you guys can cut all this down. So I will place this at a higher actually we'll place all this at a higher priority if my mouse will work with me. So, and we should have more than enough to do all of that because guess what? We just had water flowing and then, yeah. So we can walk across here, get 4 planks and a log, and we should be all set. And then we can harvest this, which is a bunch of 8 logs, and that will make everybody super happy as well. That'll make me super happy because guess what? That's logs that I didn't have to worry about growing or harvest. Like, I just had to harvest. And I will pay the, was it 4 planks and a log any day of the week, even if we have to come way over here to get it. Because, see, we took care of those. Did not take care of the ones over here because guess what? That requires us building stuff to get across and all that other jazz. And is that really worth it? I don't know. It could be. I'm making it seem like it's worth it over here, but is it worth it right here? There's a difference in location here. They're not the same. No matter who tells you they are. Did we eventually cut down said tree? We did. So let's come over here to storage, put a small little pile, and we'll make that plank logs. Logs, definitely making that logs. Can you imagine if you saw beavers? Okay, take away the metal and science, whatever, but like, can you imagine if you went out into the forest and you saw like a forester, a sawmill, like a gear workshop for beavers? Like, can you imagine if you went out into like the Rocky Mountains or wherever beavers are, Montana, I guess, and then you saw something like this? Like I said, without the metal and these little spinning hats, like everything was roughly the same. That would be the craziest thing ever, right? Like, that would be nuts to have something like that, especially be around that. Would you feel inferior? That's the next question. That's actually probably the most important question. After like your shock and everything wore off, would you be like, okay, I'm the dominant species? Or would you be like, you probably know a few things? Would you give them their props? Because, I mean, in all honesty, are we giving them props because they're a beaver, or are we giving them props because they actually deserve it? Questions. Questions need answers, and that is definitely one of them. To some degree. Would I be surprised if I saw a beaver? A little bit, yeah. There would definitely be a little bit of surprise in my, tone of voice and overall facial features as I looked upon a beaver, but it doesn't sound like in this they're actually able to talk, because like if we slow this down just a little bit and my see, you can't really like that's like was it Wreck-It Ralph, that little orange thing that looks like an air horn? It's kind of like what they're talking about. Like, yeah, they have a language, but at the same time, it's like, okay, would you classify that as a language? Type of thing. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. I'm not saying anything more. Oh boy. I don't remember it taking this long for them to build this side. And maybe it was because this side looked a little bit better than this side. It's only been 2 days. Oh dear Nancy, we got a long way to go, don't we? Long, long way to go. All right, we're coming up on that hour, and I don't want to sit and bother you any longer than I need to or feel like I should or whatever. Obviously, we're moving slow, getting stuff built, and trying to stay alive with our water. So far, so good. We are doing excellent. Yeah. So if you like the video, hit that thumbs up. If you feel so inclined, also hit that little white subscribe button, because that means you become a member of this channel. I don't know if I'm saying that right. You become a part of this community, which is overall pretty cool. You'll make my day. Then if you already are subscribed and you want to check out being notified a little bit more often, then you can hit the bell icon, and then anytime a video post or anything that I do as far as the channel is concerned is uploaded, you will be notified of it and be able to come and watch YouTube and have a great time on YouTube watching my content. I think that covers everything that I need to say, but put in the comments anything you feel like you need to say, and I will read it and I will comment back to it. Until next time, I will catch you guys later. Have a good one.